Hello and welcome to this MRX Systems tutorial. In this video, we will show you how to get started with the system, how to navigate between the different windows and modules, and how to use the different filters and sort options. That way, you will be able to get the views that are the most relevant for the task you have to carry out, and reduce the time you spend looking for the information you need. Once the software has been launched, you will be directed to the login window. In that window, you have to type in your login, password, and database name. The region depends on your company's primary premises location. This will be given to you at setup by the MRX team. In our case, and for all our European-based customers, the region will be North Europe, Dublin, Ireland. You have the option to save your password for the next login. You just have to tick the Remember Me checkbox. At the bottom of this window, you will also find the Advanced Connection setting. In this, you will find all the sessions that are available for you to go into. This is very handy when you want to work on multiple sessions in parallel. Here you are. Welcome to the main page. So the window is divided into different panels and grids that I'm going to show you. On the top of the page, you have the action ribbon. This is where you will find all the buttons you need to preview, expand, collapse, or refresh your data. Switch to edit mode, basically every action that you will need to use the system. On top of this ribbon, you will also find the session stitcher that allows you to change sessions quickly, without having to restart the software. Again, this feature is very handy for anyone who needs multiple user sessions working in parallel. On the left panel, you have the module list. You can see that you have different modules in there. You can expand or collapse the menus using the arrows. This is where you'll select the module you want to open. On the bottom of this panel, you will find the main module selector. Depending on which main module you have to use, you can switch in one click and access the dedicated list, as you can see. In this video, we will be working on the blue eye section, but since all modules work according to the same principle, you will be able to use the tips explained here in every module. First things first, when you log into Blue Eye and select a module, you will get your item list. You can either choose to see items related to all your fleet pressing on the checkbox All, or select one specific aircraft. Something very important to keep in mind before we continue is the edit mode. By default, you are not able to make changes to the item list. If you want to make changes, you have to select one aircraft and then click on the lock icon. As you can see, the lock icon is grayed out when you select all aircraft, so let's go to the edit mode. Something else that is important, when you are in edit mode, you cannot switch module either. This is a feature we integrated to prevent any unwanted action or mistake. Now that you are in edit mode, you are working on a local database. That means until you save your changes, your database is not touched. You are in edit mode, you make the changes you want to do. I will change, for instance, the type of operation. If you are happy with the changes, press save and the data will be pushed to the servers. If you are not happy, just press cancel and the database will remain as it was. That's it for the edit mode. Let's get back to our item list. Here you can see that I have selected to see all my fleet and it appears here. When you click on one item, the information linked to it will be displayed in the right panel. For some items, you will also see a bottom panel appearing that will display additional information. This is the case in the Aircraft and Engines module. Here you can see the next due inspections. Now let's take a look at this right panel. As I said, in this panel, you will access the information linked to the item you selected in the list. In our case, I can see different tabs with information about status, settings, manufacture, and operation. You can also switch to get information about the aircraft's engines, custom counters. This is a feature that allows you to set up custom counters for your operations. For instance, you can set up a counter for short takeoff and landing. This will allow you to keep track of your pilot's experience. We will show you how to create this kind of counter in another video. For now, I continue to browse the right panel and I get to the related files. The related files are a very important feature of the software. This is where you will find all the documents that have been attached to the item you have selected. In this case, it is an aircraft, but it can also be a component, it can be an inspection, etc. To load a new document, switch to edit mode, then add a new document and finish with saving. When you save your related file, it will be pushed directly to the secured Microsoft Azure cloud on your dedicated database, so you know that your document is safely stored and you can access it anywhere in the world. In related files, you can also create folders and get organized. As always, press the lock icon to go into edit mode, create your folders, move files in, and finish with saving. You can upload an unlimited number of related files, so folders are a very good way to keep your documents tidy and easy to find. That's it for the right panel. Now for the next example, let's open the Component Status module and select all your fleet. You can see that you already have several default columns in the item list. If you want to organize this information the way you want it, you have a lot of options to choose from. First of all, you can select or delete columns using the Column Chooser tool. To open it, you want to right-click on any columns, then select Column Chooser. From here, you can customize your item list by adding or deleting the columns you want. Just drag the column where you want it to appear, or drag it away until you see a black cross to remove a column. In my case, I will be adding the column-related files, and this will show me the number of files that are linked to each component. Now that you have the columns you need, if you want to sort your list, you can do it very quickly by clicking on the column title. But you also want to push this a bit further so you can also filter by column. To filter, just hover your mouse over one column and click the sort icon on the top right corner. From there, you can also choose what filter you want to activate. But if you want more advanced options, you can also click on Column Filter. So this will display a blank row on top of your item list. Now let's say I want to see all my components for which I have an overdue maintenance. I will select the flag column and type overdue, and here I will get all the components that are overdue. Now you see that my item list has been filtered. I can see that the filter is active at the bottom of my item list. If I want to enable it temporarily, I can untick it. Or if I want to delete it, I can press on the cross on the left. Now let's get to the last option to customize your view. To get organized, you will want to group your item list on some field, just as you would with a pivot table on Excel. So what I will show you is how to group all your components by aircraft and then ATA. To do this, I will start with a right-click on Aircraft Registration column, and then select Group by this column. Now you can see that the Aircraft Registration column has been moved to the grouping hierarchy, and my data is grouped by aircraft. Now if I want to group by ATA within this main group, I can do right-click on ATA and group by this column. There is another way to manage the grouping. If you right-click on the top of a column and select Show Group by Box, you will see on top of the table the grouping hierarchy. If I want to modify it, I can drag and drop the columns very easily. It is also better and more visual when you start creating a lot of groups and subgroups. So here I will be deleting the ATA grouping, and now I put it back. So this is very easy to play with, and you can get your lists organized super quickly with this feature. Now you see that everything is grouped, and if you want to check only one specific group, you can expand it by clicking on the arrow, or double-click on the group name. If you want to expand or collapse all the list, you can do this with the buttons on the top ribbon. When you use these actions, just make sure that you have set the focus on the table you want to expand by clicking on it. Now I have my list ready. Everything is organized and I'm happy with the way it is presented. It is time to export it. In the top ribbon, I'm going to click on the Raw Grid Preview button to get the printed version of my table. As you can see, I get my table exactly how I did my setup. Same groups, same filters, and so on. From there, you can customize your export with a lot of options. Here you can see the page setup with size, margins, and orientation. I will switch my report to a landscape. Here we are. Now I want to see my pages in my preview window. Let's say 4 pages. And I want to add a watermark. Let's say confidential, red, in front of the text, and let's add some transparency. Now I am happy with my file, so I can either print the file pressing here or do a quick print. But since we are looking after our planet, today I will want to export it. Here you see that after I clicked on the Export To button, I have many options. I can choose PDF, Word document, Excel, CSV, and so on. Now I am going to export as a PDF, so here you see that you have other options for your export. For instance, I can add a password to open this document, which is great when you are sharing sensitive data. I press on OK, name my file, and yes, I want to open it now. Here we are. I've got all my component list, the way I want it in a PDF document and ready to share or to print. And this is now the end of this Getting Started video. I hope it will help you to work more efficiently and produce the reports you need in a few minutes with designs that will impress your clients. Thank you very much for watching, and see you for another tutorial video to help you get the best out of MRX Systems solutions.